How's it? Today is Monday, April 8th. Doing some snatches today. Really not on the program. We are off the program this whole week. I mean, I have like a general idea of like what I'm trying to do today, but I didn't follow it. I was trying to do 100 for three doubles today for the snatch. I did not do my 97 last week, so realistically, it would have made more sense to not jump to 100, just do 97 because that's kind of where I left it, right? But I am not going to be lifting for, next week or the week after that. I'm going to Japan, right? So as for the sake of progression, I don't need to do what I was supposed to do. And it's kind of the reason why I'm really just harping on being off program, which is I mean, it's not completely true because if I were off program, I probably would have maxed out today. I don't think I'm going to max out any day until Friday. So, putting that out in the universe. As far as it goes, like today's snatches were pretty good. I went up to 100. I made the first one pretty convincingly, and then I wasn't able to make the second one. And I was like, okay, if I do 101 for a single double, that's a PR. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do 100. I'm not going to reattempt 100. So I went up to 101. I did the first one pretty well again, and then I failed the second rep. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's like my inability to hold on to the bar consistently. So I put on my straps, and I think that helped pretty well. I am I am very very happy with how it turned out. I didn't make any of the doubles that I wanted to do today, but then I was like, okay, like if I go 102, like yeah, 102 will be great. And then I ended up missing 102 twice. But when I look back at everything, it's like I did one rep at 100 and then two reps at 101, which ordinarily is not. Those are when I do reps that high, singles, doubles. Like I don't do doubles very often at that, but like when I get there, I am very, very, very happy because those are near maximal weights. They're like 100% essentially as for like what I'm capable of right now, and it means a lot to be able to do more than one on the day. And yeah, here's the first rep. Look at that. That's probably the most convincing 100 has ever looked for me. Maybe not ever, but like definitely this year in 2024, that's the most convincing 100 has looked. And I couldn't hold on to that one. I was so annoyed with myself, but I kind of went through the rationale about why I did what I did. Left elbow here is a little bit wobbly. That's probably a red light on that elbow from this angle. Don't know what it looks like from the front, but yeah, like not very good. Um, and I'm thinking again. This is where I'm thinking. Put the straps on. Try again. It's probably going to be a lot easier. And then 101, first rep here, definitely was a make. Probably better than the 100 was with the straps though. So like it's take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes the equipment matters. Most times I don't think it matters. Up to the point where you start using a belt. I could have made that lift too. And then the next two sets or I guess attempts are just fails. And at this point I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't matter if I make them because the program a lot of the reason why I try to temper where I'm at in the like progression of things is that if I go too hard on one day, it's gonna really, really, really mess up the program for the next week or the week after that, right? Because I don't have the capacity to just increase linearly in that fashion. So if I end up doing an extra rep or extra extra weight overall, then it's like, am I making it harder for myself next week? Because from then, like you need to build from the last week on current week. That's how the progression works. I mean, I guess yes, there are ways you can have like undulating progressive overload where you have days in a certain week where you're a little bit lower than you would have been the week before because of the other days around those days. But my training isn't my training isn't optimized like 100%. There's no way that I could ever say it's optimized until I get my sleep and my nutrition in check, right? And for me, at my point in life right now, that is just simply impossible because of my work schedule being so up in the air. I don't know what days I'm working every week. They change. Sometimes I work 4 days, sometimes I work 6. Sometimes I'm there until 12 o'clock at night. Sometimes I'm gone by 9. So it's really, really, really hard to say. It's really like impossible to plan ahead. And I'm not trying to make an excuse for anything, but it's just the idea of like having my program being optimized is a little bit far away from where I want it, from where is feasible. Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to ramble, but that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.